Alright, greetings and peace. Welcome to episode 130 of my gameplay commentary of Final Fantasy 16. We're playing now the DLC. We just finished the Echoes of the Fallen and we're gonna go to the Rising Tide DLC. Just look at Omega Weapon, folks. Omega Weapon Reforge. And we're still using Clive's alternate suit. And let's see here. Alright, just before we go and
To what do I owe the honour? So, will it be? My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
alright, let's see here. Yeah, it really pays to go back to the forge and check it. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste any more time. Since this is another entry of my Philippine PlayStation Trophy Hunters Battle of the Backlogs for 2025. I won last year, so I marked Sid. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue. And despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the higher disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more, for this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I'd bid you to journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied. Oh, excuse me.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and leave me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, it couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
The Rising Tide. Chasing the Tides. Quest destination for the Rising Tide are indicated after accepting the quest. Current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right side of the screen. This will temporarily replace the main scenario. Wish to restore the main scenario, go to the... Alright. Find Layla in Northridge, okay?
Clive. What is it that you wish to learn?
Of course.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Lost and found. Every scholar, the Leviathan, the Warden of Water. To Northridge.
Thus ends today's lesson.
To the Vale it is, then.
And what can I do for you?
God damn it.
Come back again.
Got any more of those special elixirs?
I might.
What? Didn't expect to see me here at the gates? I told you, I'm finished with the garrison. The Duke may be a changed man, but my loyalties lie with the Dane.
So, just like in the DLC Echoes of the Fallen,
My father would still insist on asserting his authority over the garrison, when what we need are more men like Philippe in charge. Unfortunately, the captain is content with his position in the city watch. Has the man no aspirations at all?
we can't see Origin from here. Yeah, okay, there are mountains here, but again, we are near here.
That fool of a Duke thought he could push the dame around.
Origin should be seen here. I wonder why it's not being...
The garrison did away with posting guards here at the wall. Now any man, woman or branded can pass freely.
A lot of haters of this game, saying that the RPG mechanics of this game did not push through. What the heck are they sniffing,
Looks
folks?
like you've got a thirst. We can remedy that.
Can you now?
But enough talk.
How about we retire to the Vale?
Ah,
I'd like that, but the Duke, he...
I don't think I ever got the chance to properly thank you for your service. My chamber is just upstairs. You can bring your friend if that's your fancy.
where? Where's that? Oh, Joshua and Jill are here. Damn it.
Behind the veil, my lord.
Is this the dame? Yeah.
Northreach welcomes you, Clive. For his part, well, why, yes. And who knows?
the last few years. Hope. Belief that we all matter. And should the skies grow even darker, we really mustn't stop meeting like this.
Yeah.
Do be careful.
I will.
We won the battle, yeah, but those things will come back. And when they do, we'll be ready.
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm looking for a Layla.
You've found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically.
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent, and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Do be careful.
Come on. The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
It's empty. Why am I not surprised? A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Fetch!
The embers are still warm.
Is that a human?
So you're Sid.
Okay.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The moats of water.
The
Leviathan?
very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to...
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
Oh, that's not a crime.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
right. You might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Bacchus wine, huh?
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day. And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
No, that's you know, the graphics here still beautiful, folks. It can still hold to the beautiful open
It's a
world
long slog to the village,
that's being developed
and a
right
hard
now
one.
in Unreal Engine 5.
I hope you're up for a climb.
You kidding me?
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Alright. We're going to see some action, folks.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous.
Who the
If not
heck
for the
is...
sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Who the
Thank
heck
you for
is...
the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Oh, just look at the graphics here.
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
What?
But
Ah,
then,
bearer.
where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
No question asked. Just strike when the iron is hot.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Well, the level of the enemies here are 100.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Wow.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so...
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here. If you'd care to accompany me.
Looks like Besed.
Let's get
in Final
ourselves in
Fantasy
front of a
10.
fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Dang.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Hey, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, not every animal here is an enemy, huh?
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Now That's how you know, Lady Shula, that you got the right guy for the job.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay?
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Wow. Kinda looks like Al McKinnon in Suikoden 3. It's nice to see a sunny village.
Outsiders? Well, I never. Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
But we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
That'll be them then. Don't look like much if you ask me. He's coming over here. What do we do?
I don't know. Just look busy.
Well, there are 10 quests here. That's why it will take 10 to 15 hours to finish this.
The stalks are thin, the leaves limp. We should dress the soil with dung and straw at once, or I fear for the autumn harvest.
It's nice to see a sunny place here in Final Fantasy 16, you know. And the reason why some of the gamers or the players of Final Fantasy um, didn't like Final Fantasy 16 was the gloomy atmosphere. But you know, you cannot please everyone, and the gloomy atmosphere of
My grain. You give me your eggs. Everyone's happy. Except for the eggs, maybe.
if they have Harvest Moon back to nature with trophies, I can assure you that I will be doing just that. As I've said, you know, you, the atmosphere in Final Fantasy 16 is important to the overall story and narrative. And that's why I put this game in high regard.
Just you stay away from that temple. Do you hear me?
I heard you the first time.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Outsiders should stay on the outside.
Look, that one's got a black cape. Do you think he's the leader?
Look, Nan, it's the outsiders.
Hush! It's not polite to call outsiders outsiders.
Don't call them the outsiders. They're three. Hogan, Nash, and Hall, which is rest in peace to Scott Hall.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Oh, at least as long as we have.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked. It was all I could do to make it back to Haven without being torn limb from limb.
All you could do. And there I was thinking you were a bearer.
So the concept of bearer is also in this village.
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
If you don't mind, Amanda, I'm in a hurry.
A little chocobo, huh? I could have sworn that there's a shop here.
Intruders! We must flee.
It's all right. They're the tributary's guests.
That'll be them then.
What the heck is that? Clive, you can't go in the water? What are you? Who are you, John Marston?
I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Outsiders should stay on the outside.
Oh, do you think he bites?
Who? The hound? Or his master?
The poor things are as pale as ghosts. Are they unwell?
I don't think so, ma'am. It's just the way they are.
Well, the sunlight in Valiste has been, shrouded by Origin and Ultima's power.
Please, Grandad, tell us another story about the witch.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
Who's the leader here?
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us, and well, yes.
This man, Wallius, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Wallius is still a baby.
What?
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Wallius was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the Icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the surge.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
My lord, my name is Delina. By way of example, as I'm sure you're aware,
Alright, I'm near the end of episode 130. If you love this gameplay, folks, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bionic Ansem, and hit that notification bell so you will be updated to my latest uploads of this amazing game with amazing adventure, Final Fantasy XVI DLC The Rising Tide. Gameplay analysis, trailer reaction, and sometimes live streaming for all the games that I've been playing for trophy hunting, folks.
the secret of the spell itself. So they built the cairns. And thus we hid ourselves away. Our story began after the fall of Drake's Horn. Till next our streams cross.
All right, so let's see here. There are, yeah, there are quests here, and
Sid!
sure feels good to accept some quests again.
You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day is not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
What the heck is this side quest? You're asking the Ifrit's dominant to pick up flowers.
I'm not arguing. The child must be...
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labor, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
All right, folks. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and stay safe out there.
An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's